Hi everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop here in Torrington, Connecticut. And it is Saturday afternoon and I am so happy to be here with you. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you're ready to take a few minutes off to sit and chat with me. So I have a bunch of new things that I wanted to show you. One of them is a brand new yarn that just came in. I got a new the new Lana, book from Lana, and well, we'll get into a bunch of things here. So anyway, the new yarn that I have is from Lamana, and it is called Roma. Now, I have not had a chance to knit with this yet, but all I can say is that it is glorious. It's called, I think I said Roma. It is 80% cashmere. We're getting a little bit of luxury in right now. And 20% Bombyx silk. So it is amazingly beautiful. It's 20 grams. It's 170 yards. And it will knit up at, let me see here, 3.5 to 5 millimeter needle, and which I forgot to check to see in US because there's no US on here. And the gauge is it's like between a fingering and a sport weight. It is that just, oh, it's amazing. The sheen that is just coming off of this yarn. You know that it's special from a retail point when the box comes in. This is a brand new yarn to me, brand new company to me. When the box comes in, when the yarn comes in a box like this, it's like really, really special chocolates have come in. So I got four colors, and I got it in specifically for a one ball project, although you could get two and make it larger. It's for a scarf. So let me show you the colors that came in. All right, so we have the cream, and then we have this beautiful light gray. They call it a pearl gray color. And, well, I should show you also, let me put this back in here. They're so beautiful. I just want to kind of keep them in the box for a little bit, just to keep them all nice and special. I might just do that. I might just have them like this and just keep them in the box. Yeah, we'll do that so it'll be all nice. And then, let's see. Now, I don't have a sample made up yet, but here, let me find you the picture of the scarf. Here it is. Now, this was featured in this past newsletter, and it's called Louise, and there it is. It has this really, really pretty little leafy lace on the edge of one side of the shawl. It's like a little crescent shape, and it has an I-cord on the long edge around your neck. It's so spectacular. It's so pretty. So here, let me show you the other colors that this is coming in. Oh, that's the off-white, but we will put that one back as well. There we go. Keep that all good. I hope that you're able to find some knitting time this weekend. I know that here in Connecticut we are expecting, the Northeast, we are expecting some snow later tonight. Decent amount coming in. So I am certainly making sure that I am stocked up for Sunday and Monday to get some knitting done. Okay, then there's this beautiful mauve color. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to have the sample knit up in this color. I think that's so pretty. But it's like a cloud. It's just a cloud of loveliness. And then there's a dark blue, which, let's see here. Okay. And then this beautiful, beautiful, kind of like a slate color. So pretty. But I wish you could feel it. It's just, everybody that I've had feel it is like, whoa. The expression on their face just changes because it's just so amazingly soft and light. It feels like you have nothing in your hands. It's just amazing. All you could feel is the wrapper. Okay, so anyways, I'm very thrilled about that brand new yarn. And can't wait to have a sample made up. So it only takes one ball. I do have it up on the website, so if you want to order it. Did not order a ton of it. I just wanted to give it a try in the shop and see how we did with it. I do have another yarn as well, but I figured I would save that till next week. Maybe I can get something started. It's a beautiful, beautiful merino, sport weight merino, I believe, tweedy. Feels lovely. And there's a little scarf and little fingerless mitts for that, but I'll save that to next week. It is up on the website, and I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up in the notes, but yeah, I'll save that and show that to you next week. Let's see. Then also I had mentioned last week that I had been people had let me know that that book that I was waiting for was already back in print, and I wanted to share it with you. It's so adorable. Christmas Wonderland, Maria Vola. But isn't that just the most adorable little thing? I love all the clothes that are on these things. Oh, and look at this. The penguin. Totally in love with the little penguin and the elf. And this little doll here. I mean, you could make it so that you didn't have, what do they call it? It's gingerbread man. But you could make that just like a regular doll if you wanted to. I love the clothing. I'm just... Oh, and then there's some animals, too. There's a reindeer. I mean, I know we're out of Christmas time, but there was no way I was going to get around to it. But the details, I mean, her directions are amazing. So, oh yeah, there's the teddy bear, too. Look at that, the little polar bear. I just have this I just want to make some little things. Oh, and the bunny. Is this a bunny? Out for Christmas? No. No, the bunny. Okay, look. How cute. How cute is that? So anyway, I'm thrilled to death. So you can find it on Amazon. I believe you could also order it from her website as well. And I'll put those in the notes. But there's the bunny construction. But how sweet is that? So anyway, I'm very excited about this. Thank you for everybody that let me know that it was available so quickly. Okay. And then, for those of you, another book that came in. I had a customer that called the other day, and she had seen, and I had been looking at it myself, but I didn't order it. The new book, from Lana, Nordic knits. The sweater on the cover, the Caitlin Hunter sweater, well, the vest, Alpine Blooms. I believe that's what it's called. Alpine. Let me just double check, because I know the hat is called that, Alpine Bloom. But I am in love. Okay, so they have it as a sweater. There you go. And then they have it as a vest. I'm thinking I want to dive into that pattern. I want to dive into that knitting, that 2-color knitting. But anyway, this customer here, look at this. How gorgeous. So anyway, this oh my God, I keep saying it. This customer wanted to make it. So I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to order you the book. So I ordered a bunch of them. So if anybody's interested, these will be up on the website. There's lots of other pretty pieces in here. There's some vests, some shawls, some gorgeous, I love the really traditional looking pieces. So there's just some really beautiful things in here. Yoke sweaters. Yeah, it's really nice. So anyway, I want to dive into knitting that. And this is done in a worsted weight yarn. Almost kind of looked like it was a chunky. I still need to decipher how this is being worked up on what yarn, because I was thinking, I saw that there's people out there, knitters out there, that are using, and this is what my customer was so infatuated with, was to do a solid color for the background, but instead of just doing a 2-color, that she had seen in Noro, that somebody had done Noro. I think it's a Canadian. Oh, what is their name? I can't remember the name. A Canadian store is doing, and they have the podcast. I'll put it up in the notes. Put their podcast up. But they were showing it in, like, it was either maybe a gold. But look at that, something like that. But they had done the Noro colors. Amazing. But then I started looking at the new Seiyun from Noro, and I could not help but go crazy for this color. That color. Or you could do, I don't want to do neutral. I want to do something bright like that. But you could, choose another colorway and do a more neutral. That would be nice too. I don't know. Lately, I just want lots of color. Lots and lots of color. Maybe it's because of winter. I don't know. But 2-color just isn't quite cutting it for me lately. I want more than 1 color. So anyway, this is, and these, I'll talk about these in a minute. But anyway, so I just wanted to throw these out to you. I'm thinking this happens to be, they're saying about a kind of a heavy worsted weight. And Alba is an Aran weight. So you could certainly do, like, I have a whole bunch of colors in this. So you could certainly do, 2 colors together in this. So I'm going to be looking through this and kind of just mulling it over of what colors that I think would be great together. I also have the Andiamo Light, which would be nice if you want just like a 2-color worsted weight as well. So there's lots of options that we could do, but I have to say, when I saw those colors, absolutely amazing. I'm trying to remember the name of that store, but I just check in the notes, and I will share the name of the store and then you could check out what they're doing for their multicolor. So anyway, so I'll be getting that out, and then okay, what I was thinking, what I could do while I'm mulling this over is look at some of these colors. Look at just looking at some of these colors together. But anyway, if what I could do is give myself some instant gratification and do Caitlin Hunter's. I'm sure you've all seen this, the Alpine Bloom hat. This is so beautiful. So I'm thinking that would be so fun to do, and I could test out my gauge and all that stuff on a hat. So that might be happening this weekend. I do have to say, I do love, you know me and my really graphic, and that's why I love this look so much. But multicolors, especially bright punches of color, are just so amazing. It's funny. I was never. I don't know. I'm just getting this appreciation for color that I never really had before. So let's see, put this in here so I do not forget this. Oh, and then also, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a new, it's either new or she's re-shown it. It's called Cold Hearts hat. And it's probably new. But there's two, I was going to say there were two versions. It's just the way they're knit. It looks like they're two different hats, but it's just that one the color change. The main color is different. It changes from one hat to the other. I love corrugated rib, and this also is for. There's a kids version in here, so this would be a fun hat to do too, and perfect for Valentine's Day. Only 1 week, not even 1 week left for that. So, okay, and then I just wanted to give you a quick, because people have still been ordering, knitters have been ordering the All Points cowl. I did have couple little tweaks that needed to be done, which I did, and I've sent people updates on that, so you'll get an updated pattern. But these are the choices that I've been pulling. So for those of you, the All Points cowl. Oh, actually, that's up here on the sample that's hanging up here. Okay, that's the All Points cowl. And what I'm doing is, one color is the Hanui silk, and then we choose a multicolor to go with it. So this is actually the colors that I used for this cowl. Although they're going to vary, all cowls, anything Noro, there's no guarantee that anything's going to look, they're all totally different, one of a kind. So then I also have, now this one, I don't remember what I named it up on the website. Happy Go Lucky, I think that's what I called it. So there's that colorway, which is more just kind of fun, bright pastel-y colors. And then my fave, look at this, gorge, gorge, gorge. And then this is Moody. And then that's, oh, here, this just goes to show you how different they can look. Same color, same ball of yarn, just from a different section of the ball. So they'll look totally different. And then depending on whether you pull from the center or pull from the outside, totally changes it as well. And then I also have the purple, that beautiful, beautiful deep purple and blue combination. So this is what you get. You'll get a wound down ball of your solid, your multi, your pattern, and away you go, ready to start knitting. And if you need some help, I had a customer that called last night that all she needed to do, she figured it out by the time she gave me a call. and reread it again. She just needed some, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't even, no. It wasn't this one. It was the Alexia on the cover of the Noro magazine, because that is taking two different colors of the Seiyun, and that's this one here. Here we go. So she just needed to just clarify and just have somebody like, yes, you got it. Yes, that's right. Now you're doing it the right way. So just a nice, simple, easy slip stitch pattern. And what did I want to say about that? So yeah, so the kits that I was just showing you is for the all points cowl, which is kind of my take on this slip stitch, but totally different, because I went totally off track with it. And as I had said, anytime you make a mistake and you keep going with it, that mistake, if it's a pattern and you keep repeating it, it's a pattern. And I happen to like how it came out, so it was a really good mistake. And then, but of course, it's the cowl shape. This is a rectangle. Alrighty, and then find a home for that. Okay, so then look at my notes. Oh, and then I also did want to mention too, because I still keep getting people asking about a while back with the Chiclet Advent calendar. If you have not gotten, if you purchased any of the Advent calendars, if you got the pattern, you got everything you need. But I have done an update, and you can just let me know that you want the update, because there's not only the additional 13th chiclet, the bonus chiclet, but the pattern is written up so that all the graphs are 2 on a page, instead of you getting your separate graphs or charts in each one of your kits. If you got a kit, you'll know what I'm talking about. So anyway, it's just all in one nice place, all nice. And so if you'd like it like that, and I will gift it to you, it'll be in your Ravelry library, so you can do whatever. If you use Knit Companion, you can use Knit Companion to do your read the chart and all that. So that's a good thing. So just let me know. Just send me an email, and I'm happy to take care of that for you. Let's see. Oh, also the updated chiclet with the basket or pocket. This is one that was the Valentine's one here. So you see that it has a pocket now. So I put an addendum to it so that if you want to do the pocket, you could do it. And you get that pattern. If you've purchased the pattern without it, I'll send you the updated pattern. If you've purchased any chiclet kits, I will send you the updated pattern so that you can maybe add pockets to any of the chiclets you've already made, or make some new ones. Okay. And then I wanted to, so anyway, I was digging through my stuff, and I know that you've all done the same thing, and I found something, because lots of times I'm like, it's a reminder, like, oh shoot. It's like a guilty reminder, like, oh yep, I didn't finish that. I will get to finishing that. Well, I came across something I totally forgot, and the sad thing is, I was so excited about making it, and I was really enjoying working on it, and I had to set it down because duty called. There was something else that I had to tend to, deal with, and I didn't get to it. I didn't finish this, and I just realized I meant to grab the pattern for this, because I don't. It was in a Noro magazine, and I think it was in, I guess I could, the magic of, I could get up and go find the pattern and show it to you. But it was in Rika, so it had to be last last winter, so that I know what magazine I'm looking for. But it was an entrelac cowl, and it was so much fun to do, and it was in the round, so it was really fun, and I really want to finish this. And here it is. Whoops, just pulled all my stitches up. All right, that's okay, so I could show you. But here it is. I had so many people make this, and that's the thing, is because so many of you made it, finished it, made another one, that it kind of let me off the hook about finishing this one. But you know what? I really want to finish it because I really want to wear this as well. It's such a pretty yarn. I love the Ricka. Yeah, so I'm going to find the magazine. It was, I believe, last winter's. Last winter's magazine. All right, so I'm going to grab it so that you can see what the pattern looked like when it was done. It was really, really pretty. It's quite possible that is the Noro magazine that's out of print, although the pattern is still available. So I'm going to keep working on this, and then I want to be able to show it to you. I know I have it up on the website, but I'll share the link with you so at least you can see what it looked like done. And it only took one ball of the Ricka, which was nice. So yeah, so excited about doing that. So I can't wait. So I got a little off on that one, but this one I want to take home so I do not forget that I have it, and then I can work on it. Leave that there. And then let me get to what should I get to? All right, in the mail today, I sent this off for my customer Leslie, who loves to knit for me, and I sent this to her because she loves to work with fine yarn, and this comes as a kit, and it comes in different colorways, and I got 3 colorways here. So here we go. Let's see how well you can see this. So it's a beautiful like eggplant and rusty orange and the light blue. And then I also have like kind of like periwinkle blue, gray, and cream. And then the one that I had her make for me. And if you could feel this really rivals the cashmere. It's so gorgeous. But here we go. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you could see the hairiness on this. Part of it, I think, is can you see that? This is doubled up. So 2 strands of mohair, lace mohair with silk in it. And this is bone melange. And let me find the pattern to show you. I have pattern stuck together with something. Oh, here it is. So what happens is I almost had that color combination made up because I thought that's really beautiful, but I knew the other one was the one I would wear all the time. So what's happening is you're taking 2 strands of yarn and you're working double strand, and then you change so that it blends in to the other colorway. But it is amazingly soft. It is just, oh God. It's so, tuck these in. It is so, yeah, that's how I have to wear it. I can never quite, like when I have those little tails sticking out, I never quite know what to do with them. You tuck them in. It deals with it, and it looks beautiful. Oh, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, Leslie's such an even knitter. She can knit nice and snug. So I have a nice little story about snug knitting and non-snug knitting in a minute here. But anyway, so I have these available up on the website. I will put the link to them. I don't have too many. I didn't order too many of them. I think I ordered something else, and I said, oh, throw some of those in with the order. So I didn't get too many, but I can always get more of these. But oh my goodness, it feels like it's so soft and it's so silky. It's like air. I can't feel it. It's wonderful. What little bit I can feel, and it's definitely not bothering me at all. The mohair, you feel more silk than anything. It's just so silky. It's very fluffy. So anyway, the kit, you get the pattern with it, and super easy. It goes side to side, and let me see, it's knit on a size 6 needle, and you get a DK weight gauge, so nice and easy. You could, I'd love to see this even bigger. Okay, so anyway, very happy with this. I'll be wearing this. I will be wearing this. Oh, so okay, so I have a little confession here. I probably alluded to this before, but I like to knit with toothier yarns. So like for me to knit this, I don't know. I'll have to try the yarn double. I can't say that I've knit double strand with lace weight mohair. I know I don't enjoy knitting with one strand of lace weight mohair unless it's mixed with something. So I'm just not sure about it being mixed together with itself. How I'd feel. I don't like knitting with slippery. I appreciate how lovely it feels, but I think I appreciate more how lovely it feels wearing it and not necessarily knitting with it. So any day of the week you can give me a yarn like this, a yarn like this, and I am in my knitting element. I'll have to try this so that I can really know how I feel about it. Definitely would have to use like a bamboo needle, because metal would just drive me crazy. I would not be able to knit with it at all. So yeah, so when it comes to like samples of anything knit in a luxury, and I know a lot of you are either going to agree with me or you're going to be like, are you nuts? That's the whole wonderful thing of having these beautiful luxurious fibers, is to be able to knit with them and to enjoy them. And I can enjoy touching the yarn and enjoy touching the finished product. I just don't like knitting with slippery yarn, and that's what it comes down to, is that the softness just makes it too slippery for me to enjoy. Same thing with superwash yarn. I don't enjoy working most superwash. If they're really really superwash, I don't enjoy them. There are some that are not maybe as heavily coated, and those are okay. But so anyway, but I like I said, I am enjoying wearing this. Okay, so now my hood that I talked about last week. Okay, so part of me is very happy that I took it apart. Then there's this little part of me that's saying, maybe you took it out too soon. Maybe you should have done those couple of extra inches and then go ahead and blocked it to see what really happens with it. We'll never know, because I didn't do that. I did rip it out. So what ended up happening was, at one end, if you watch the other show, you will see that at one end I had started out with the ribbing at the end. That was going to be the face mask part, and then it was going to change, and I was doing the Hanui silk, with that, which it works up lighter weight than the Ricka, because the Ricka really is a chunky weight yarn. And then I was going to change to the waffle weave, because that's what I got in my, I had a bee in my bonnet that I wanted to do the waffle weave for the helmet part. And that's where I felt like it was getting too chunky, too stiff, and that's where I think if I had blocked it, maybe I wouldn't have felt it was as stiff. But there's still a part of me that says, yeah, but the weight was so different. I was happy for this part to be done in Hanui, and I would have done the whole thing in the Hanui, and I probably would have been very happy with what I was going for. But I didn't do that. So what I ended up doing was I took it apart. So one end of my hood, I took it apart, picked up my stitches, so I had one end live, which became my ribbing, and I ended up making a hat with it. I just have to, I haven't blocked it yet, but I had to throw a pom-pom on it. So anyway, I'm very happy with how that came out. Super cute, very, very easy. So it just was a ribbed hat, and then went with the waffle weave. Okay, so that's done. The hood part, totally ripped that apart. And if you remember, I found a cowl that I had that was finished, and it basically was this. So it was a fur trimmed with for real cowl. And when I tried it on, the last video, it was, I thought, pretty darn cute. So anyway, I was going to finish it, and then I said, you know what, I'm still a little on the fence about a couple things. So what I did was I put some more of the needles on here so we could see the full length. So I added, I probably added like 6 inches to it. I still need to add a little bit. I thought it was there, but I'm not. So I'm debating right now about whether or not I want to, so this is how it'll be worn. Like this around your face. This will go down the back. And right now it goes right to the base of my neck. And then this part here just becomes all cowly. Okay. So what I'm debating about right now, and this is what I divided the stitches in half. I am either going to, well, I'm going to put it back on the circular needle. I'm going to do a couple more inches for the back so that cold air doesn't get back there. And you can tuck it in the back of your, your coat or whatever, and you won't get any drafts. It's the front part. It's the cowly part that I'm debating about whether I should separate the cowl in half. So at the shoulders, it would be in half. And then continue working the front. The front could be continued to work as like a point. You know what I'm going to do? I wasn't going to do this. Okay, I'm going to just put it on, show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's do this. Okay, so over. Okay, so right now, so I have this huge cowl on. Okay. And that's the whole idea, is that you can pull it down and have it like a cowl if you wanted to. Okay, so this is how it would be worn as a hood. Okay, there we go. And I'm perfectly happy with this. Oh, but I need to do this. There we go, because we need to get it in half. Okay, so see how, let's keep going. Okay, so see how I have the back half and the back half. Where's my needles? So I can either do a little, so I'm going to do a little bit more and then bind it off. and then the back will be done. And then what I could do is just decrease, keep going in the front itself, just keep decreasing down. I can either just do like a very shallow V, which I think I'm tempted to do, until, just to give it a little, yeah, I think that's good. Not my best color, but I do, it is pretty. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing. So I can either like keep going in the round, because I think I need to separate this, because otherwise what's going to happen is it's just going to be all like this. The other thing I could do, no, because I have to, I think I just have to do like 1 more inch, bind off, maybe 1 more inch, and maybe short row it a little bit. Yeah, I think I might do that. I'll short row it a little bit. That's what I'll do. I won't bind off. I'll start short rowing now. Yeah, I'll start short rowing now. And then I'll just do this. I'll short row down here. And then that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. See, I had this little chat with you. And it helped me. Plus, I also had my little shower chat this morning in my head about what I should do with this. Because that helps me to make up my mind about things. So, yeah, I will be doing that. And then, because I kind of changed my mind, I kind of, the whole other idea of the other cowl, I just kind of threw out the window. Although I am going to write up the pattern, because I did have somebody that wanted to do it, but I told her, as long as she did it in the color spun yarn, which is a very light, chunky weight yarn, not really like bulky like this is, and so thick and thin, that'll be fine. It'll have nice drape. I just didn't like how chunky this was getting compared to the ribbing. I didn't like how kind of like bulky it felt right here at the shoulders, and then inside was lighter. It just, what I thought would be great turned out not to be great. And that's why you have to do, why you have to knit up these samples. And sometimes you have to rip out and try it again. And like, I didn't think I was going to be doing short rows, and here I am, I'm going to be doing short rows. Yeah, so I will continue to work on this. I will do this though during the day when I'm feeling a little bit more, a little smarter and a little brighter than I am at the moment. All right, let's see, what else do I need to show you? Was there anything else? I don't think so. I'm still working on, this was my other little sample of the all points that I had to knit up so I could write the pattern. So I'm going to just keep working at it. I have the yarn. I might as well just keep going. I've done this much. And I'm liking how it's coming out. So, yeah, so I'll have another version. Another color version of it. But it's so funny because it's from the same ball of yarn, just a different color section. And let me see, I can find the ball of yarn. Okay. Finding everything, but yeah. So I'll get into some rust and a little bit of kind of a little fuchsia in there. So it'll be a darker, more neutral version. So anyway, very, very happy with my knitting projects lately. Although I have to say, that hood, I felt like, again, my husband's watching me, and he's like, "This, I'm ripping. I'm just ripping, and I'm ripping, and I'm ripping, and I'm winding, and I'm ripping." And he said, weren't you just knitting that last night? And I'm like, yep. I said, this is part of the process. This this goes along with it. Some nights you knit, some nights you rip. So, uh, oh, I'm so happy with this. I am so, so incredibly happy with this. Can't even tell you. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should ask Leslie if I can get a bigger version. But I think I'm going to have her. I have to send her something. She wants something else. She's a super fast knitter. That's the other thing that's really great. And I think I'm going to send her that cashmere and have her make that shawl for me. That would be lovely. Yeah. So when I said me, I really meant Leslie. Okay. Oh, and these, I had these out too because I wanted to show you with the hood. You can, if there's leftover yarn when I weigh it up, because I have this giant skein of yarn, you could do the waffle mitts. Now this is a little bit different yarn, but you could do the waffle weave mitts with the fur lining, not the fur lining, but with the fur edge. These are 100. This is 100% alpaca, which I absolutely love. So I'll have these. This is a little bit different. Pattern is for the worsted weight, but I'll have the pattern for that version in the other colors. But I also have the Ricka version of this. But so far, the colors, I'm just going to be offering the Ricka version of this cowl hood in that one color, because that's the only color that I have right now. Actually, I should say that. I have one more ball of one other color, and that's it. They have been on back order, and they're all new colors. And I don't know when it's coming in. And believe it or not, the spring yarn is starting to come in. I actually got a yarn in the other day. It's a linen and cotton for like lightweight stuff. That came in the other day. I used some Noro things that are coming in for the new spring edition magazine. Can you believe it? The magazine's not anywhere. It's not ready yet, so we're not going to talk about that yet. But yeah, spring yarns are starting to make their way into the shop. But that doesn't mean that we have to stop our winter knitting, because we still have plenty to do for that. Oh, this looks so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to let you go, get home, and get ready for the snow. And just enjoy the snow and just enjoy knitting. So I hope that you can all take the time this weekend or whenever and get some knitting done. And I certainly hope you can get some what do we call it? Well, just some snow knitting done. So anyway, so thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. So make sure that you look in the comment box, not the comment box, where I put all the notes, so that if you have any questions, check in there, and hopefully I have hit anything that might answer, like, where do I find? Okay, so that's mostly what it takes care of, is where can I find whatever it was that I was talking about. Okay, so, okay, you all have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you soon.